Chodegang, a side group project wearing 3 iconic masks, is nothing short of a hot topic that has been shattered and buried under the floor. However, if anyone mentions this name, the urge to bring the pieces back together would be a meme of a dream. Raise your hand if any of you ravers vibed and raged with Chodegang as they were active, especially in a set. Or maybe you have snagged some of their songs. Congrats, you are now one with the gang of a fat Chode. Alright, I had to place a funny one in here before it gets serious, Ravers.
Chodegang.
If anyone has been to a set, trust me, you are a rare one to have rooted for this memester trio. Chodegang was a dubstep side project that was based off of 3 DJs producers in the mid-2010s, and they are Dubloads, Virtual Riot, and Barely Alive. Mainly, this was a side project not to be taken serious, and nothing more than a joke at giving the message to anyone, even your grandma, having the ability to make dubstep and go viral, only for them to go insane in the membrane, mosh it out in a sweaty warehouse or club room to meme robotic hard-hitting rhythmic noises. The 3 producers, each having their own styles of dubstep with years of experience, decided to just make something ridiculous and show the underground electronic scene what can go right and wrong, combining the projects into one. Within this video, we will be looking at just that, the beginning, the fast rise, and rapid fall of a project that didn't last for a year. This is the C&DProject Reprise edition of none other than Chodegang. Alright, breaking the fourth wall for a bit to you. Yes, you, the viewer. The original video that I did years ago has been wiped but paraphrased into an updated version with the one that you're seeing right now. Some new information will be mentioned towards the end with how each project is doing during the time I'm creating and posting this video. Plus, a massive thanks to the YouTube channel Dub Santana. He covers a big part of Chodegang when the 3 destroyed the name entirely. This video was in Spanish and has gathered a good amount of information, but I would like to make an English version to this side project. After all, I tried looking for this video again just to be safe with the information, and I can't seem to find it anywhere or the channel itself. But with an update, I did find the channel. Unfortunately, this video has been wiped from his channel. This will not stop me from making a reprised edition for the name Chodegang. After all, the majority of the project's time took place in the United States. Plus, I do believe it's important to give that showcasing of some unique history of dubstep from the mid-2010s, especially when it was a fast rising project like Chodegang. On November 30th, 2016, an upload on the Dub Rebellion YouTube channel showed a song that presented the start of the side project. This song is called Is Chodegang Motherfucker. This rapidly gained the attention of the underground dubstep world, and so it starts. On Christmas Day 2016, another upload on the same YouTube channel was a video mix of a new trio that had meme masks. When Is Chodegang Motherfucker came out, no one really knew what this project was about or who was involved, but just seeing the meme masks alone, something new and fun has begun. Even the beginning of the YouTube set, an artificial intelligent voice gives an announcement mentioning to anyone who listened that it was going to go down on January 6, 2017 at a certain location in the United States.
I hate my life. I hate you. I hate everything. I love rhythm.
Just as the new year was making its mark on the world, the 3 did an iconic and fun showcase, just like the message informed the listeners that were tuning in to the Chodegang mix on YouTube.
Attention viewers, this is an important announcement from Chodegang. We are playing in New York City on January 6th.
That location was at Webster Hall, New York.
Be there. Bring your mom. Bring your dad. Bring your pets. Bring your dogs. Who's the promoter, boys and girls? This girls and boys. Girls and boys. Where did the girls go first? If you love dubstep and you love chodes, big fat ones, from the Webster Hall. Chodegang. Shout out to girls and boys. My master's falling apart again.
There was also a video recording of the event too that is still on YouTube. Just look at him go. Also, some other recordings like in Austin, Texas at the Cherokee Center and Lakehurst Event Center, which was most likely in Illinois. Now, how did the three thought about starting this up? In my opinion, it was just a simple, screw it, let's just do a side project and go stupid with it. Combining the three styles, like I mentioned earlier in the video, and a massive bag of memes. This was the rapid rising for any fan of the underground dubstep to see the three dominating behind the decks. All was fun headbanging and moshing games until the rapid end hit just as fast as the viral wave hit. Looking at the thumbnail right to the bottom, this project didn't even last for a year. On June 17th, 2017, actually the 18th of June, well, take a look at this lineup on the screen. This is the DJ sets in order for Electric Daisy Carnival Las Vegas 2017. All stages are present, but let's take a look at night 2 for the bass pod stage. This was for the final set known as the Sunrise set for bass pod. And take this next info with a grain of salt, as I'm not 100% sure on this one. Rumor has it the name Chodegang was placed on the lineup, but this was quickly changed to Virtual Riot back-to-back Barely Alive back-to-back dub loads. Closing out the second night of the festival, an announcement was given in an intro to the dubstep lovers. And before the drop, 3 simple words were said: Chodegang is dead. That message was the announcement for any fan of the project that Chodegang is now officially over. Why and how this happened, we will dive into that right now. From the gatherings on social media, Dubloads placed these Twitter, now X messages with the pics on the dead name of the project. Also, there's proof with 2 of the members, the ones that you see on the screen right now, were no longer on good terms at all. Another piece of evidence with the death and negating of the side project was with an interview on the YouTube channel Sidewalk Talk. Former creator of the channel, Lauren, interviewed Barely Alive as she asked a neutral and innocent question about Chodegang. This was the response she got.
And then I also had tons of questions asking about Chodegang.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know anything about that, so can't really help you.
I thought you were part of it.
Nope. Nope.
As I mentioned in the video years ago, and I still firmly believe what I say to this day, I'll paraphrase my own words. Lauren asked a question and unfortunately got shot down from it. Her moving on to a different subject and question was the best mindset. I still believe that Willem, being half responsible of Barely Alive, did lie on the fact he was a part of the trio. However, he just does not want to bring that project topic up at all publicly. This reality is unfortunate, but in the end, however he and the other members see fit to talk about Chodegang or not is completely up to them. It was a good thing she didn't ask that particular question to Dubloads, also known as Dave. He would have taken the question on a sour note and not wanting to talk about it at all as well. Also did some digging in the web with some behind the scenes, and at one point, some heat from the members did happen, and it went south pretty badly that one of them wiped all the IDs of Chodegang. This was from a Snapchat of Dubloads. Who knows where this footage is now, but if one viewer says it, most likely this did happen. Here is a post that I would like to point out on. The Chodegang name was something for all EDM bass heads to see the bad side on the music scene. One comment states the 3 were offered to get paid double, if not more, to have Chodegang, the name Chodegang, on the flyers and lineups instead of their personal projects' names in a back-to-back status. This angered at least one, if not more, of the 3, as they all wanted to have their own respect on their personal names in the music scene. What these 3 did that brought life to the dubstep creative world is the implementation of almost any meme from underrated to viral to be placed in a dubstep song, mainly with the wonky category, rhythm, and rough dubstep songs. These are the types you would now commonly hear a certain meme sound or sounds in the tune. However, if anyone asks, well, what about the melodic dubstep category? That is rare to find a sound effect like this. Ha! Got him! Or this. Or this. As you make a dubstep song that aims to get your supporters to unleash their emotions and cry bang their sorrows out. hoping to heal and have that aura of a vibe to know that melodic dubstep does have a place in the scene. What first started with Barely Alive, Virtual Riot, and Dubloads, several producers started in their styles with the inserts of memes. Here are a couple that I would like to mention, but keep in mind, there's just too many dubstep artists to place on this list. Some that come to mind include Crank That, Midnight Tyrannosaurus, Tainan, Excision, and especially Subtronics. Alright, will Chodegang ever return? Well, this is a big question that so many people have asked throughout the years, and here's the funny short answer to that.
No! 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 No!
Now, here's the seriously, slightly scary answer from Dubloads himself. Take it away.
Brawlerz, can you tell my friend Chodegang is dead?
Chodegang is over forever. If
Like
you think
100% over.
It's so over that if you think it's alive, you should sacrifice yourself to Satan.
What the fuck?
That was just the first part. Dubloads later on, as he made an EP called Necronomicon, goes at it again to confirm Chodegang's death with an Easter egg that's hidden in one of the songs. That song being Necronomicon. Here, we will need to do this live, so get ready because I'm going to go into an OBS section to cut this part out, and we'll see what we can do from there. Side quest time. For those Ravers that don't know what an Easter egg is, let me explain it briefly. No, not the chocolates, but those are pretty tasty. Easter eggs are hidden secrets that can be discovered in almost anything if one does a certain task or steps. This one is a short one, so let me break it down. Alright Ravers, we are here live in Ableton uncovering the Easter egg with the message of Chodegang is dead from one of the songs that Dubloads did in the Necronomicon EP, which is none other than Necronomicon. And I'm going to show you right now with how anybody can figure out what this Easter egg says, because this message playing forward is in a backwards motion, but if you reverse the audio, this is going to be far more understandable with what the message is as you hear it forward. So we're going to do this right now. Let me cut out this audio right here, and we're going to scoot all of this down right here. Fun fact, Control 4, you'll get to go freely anywhere you want with editing any type of audio in the Ableton software. Jumping really quick, now we are going to reverse this process, so give me a moment. My bad on that little delay. Now, hear this message.
Chodegang will never return. As much as you hope for to need desolate poor souls, Chodegang is dead.
Yeah, that message still gives me chills to this very, very day. It was a very clever tactic on how Dave, aka Dubloads, decided to place this Easter egg in a song. Pretty nifty indeed. However, like I mentioned earlier in the video, it's unfortunate that so many people really caught on with the Chodegang wave, and very quickly because of things that happened behind the scenes with at least 1, 2, or maybe even all of the members. They just decided to close and destroy this project forever. Henceforth, that you see the broken meme masks. Most likely this was from Dubloads. But as I mentioned earlier, we got to put the respect on anyone that decides to start, to pause, or even end their so-called project in the EDM industry completely. That sums up the video documentary, Ravers, other than the updates with what the 3 projects are up to for the year of 2025. But first, this brief video was from Disciple HQ in 2022. Taking a look at the ats, it was a surprise to see 2 of the members being mentioned in the same post. Well, the 2025 updates of all the members, and we will see what the 3 have been up to as of recently. So we're going to take a look at their Instagrams, which in my opinion is the best place to go for in that. With Barely Alive having 100 posts, the new update that he has been going, still having his project strong, he will be performing at Exchange LA on August 31st in 2025 to do the pre-party of Apocalypse. Most likely I'm going to be there. I really hope I can. Going with Virtual Riot, he did a surprise set with his partner in crime, VJ Nurette, shoutouts to her. And I got to meet Val after over 3 years of not seeing him. Here's a pic of me and him going to support Snails, that he is making a comeback. I am so happy that it was so unexpected to see Val with Snails, and they went to a nice 15-minute back-to-back session. It was so awesome.
Wonderful, so smell funky later, but fuck it, let's go. I'll make some noise for Snails and Virtual Riot right now!
Lastly, with Dave from Dubloads. As a matter of fact, here he is in Space Yacht performing at the Underground, and it was surreal to see all three members separately to play their own styles, their own sets, and I was very grateful to even briefly speak with him, just like for 30 seconds.
Let's find out, come on! Woo! It's Chodegang, motherfucker! Woo! Yeah!
As a matter of fact, he does have an album that he released, and I got to get into that with what he has brought back. Thankful that he is bringing back the project. But before we conclude this, we got to go into the discography. Yeah, it's going to be quite a bit, but the discography is pretty short. Unfortunately, several IDs were wiped, and I mean a lot. However, there are still some that are floating around on YouTube, and maybe if you look carefully in SoundCloud, some accounts have officially posted their little edits, their bootlegs, their remixes, etc. 3 of them that I found on YouTube that are my favorite are the Hotline Blink Chodegang remix,
It's Chodegang.
the Robo Kitty Chodegang remix, and lastly, one of my personal favorites, In for the Kill Chodegang remix. If I am able to continue messing and learning how to do my own music, I would like to recreate this remix in my own fashion, but in this type of similar tune to honor Chodegang. There's just something about the remix. It is just damn good, and I really want to continue learning how to produce music in this type of fun skill, just to give that name for the 3 of them. But their main discography, this is where we're going to get into the songs that officially made it through, and they are the following. It's Chodegang Motherfucker, of course. It's Chodegang Motherfucker VIP. In my opinion, it's the VIP because of Chodegang is Dead, but it was never released. Burial, Skrillex and Trollface remix with the Chodegang edit. This was their official edit that was released. Give Me the Keys, Boy Were They Wrong. Robert Payne, one of my personal favorites, and my number 1 for my personal taste, Roughneck Chodegang remix, which was released on May 9th, 2017. But going into Boy Were They Wrong, if you were able to look at some of the lyrics with that song, it still cracks me up. Here are the ridiculous lyrics that come from the song Boy Were They Wrong. And you can read it for yourself, and especially the last 3 were just completely ridiculously funny. Especially, you can get 2 tacos for $1 at Jack in the Box. Does anyone remember getting any fun $1 meal deals at certain fast food places like McDonald's, Wendy's, Jack in the Box, when they were just $1, $2, $3? Those were the days, man. But boy, were they wrong with how everything is expensive right now. But there's a joke, So Fat Legends has it that no one could suck it. And there was another post in an article that mentioned that the second part is all of these words just in an audio reverse format to kick in as the second verse before the second drop came in. But that song is pretty funny. Last but not least, I would like to thank anyone that ended up subscribing to my channel when I posted a comment on the video of the Virtual Riot Promises bootleg, but it's the Emotional plus Chode Roughneck. This was about 2 years ago at the time I'm posting this video on the UNK dubstep channel. I still have this version of the 2 songs clashed together It is super damn cool. I gotta drop this in a set one day just for the fun and lulz. Hold up, Ravers. We got ourselves somewhat of breaking news coming in from the start of 2025. What? A unique reply was recorded for the World Wide Web to see. We'll be taking a look at the post from a reply that Dubloz did to one of the supporters. Most likely this was going to be from the Instas. So with the reply that Dave mentioned, he says that don't tell anyone I said this, but I wouldn't be opposed to doing a few Chodegang shows. Guess we'll have to see if Barely Alive and Official Virtual Riot are feeling frisky. And in my opinion, I would be down to see Chodegang. This will be a historical, funny moment to remember for the dubstep world. Believe me when I say this, Ravers, if this does happen, a massive surge in popularity with the dubstep world is going to go to a new level. Will this officially happen? That remains to be seen with the 3 members. However, anything could happen in any given moment within the EDM world. And if you're asking for my personal opinion, yes, 100% yes, I will be so down to see these 3 go back 3 back, just like the old school. That's going to conclude the reprised edition documentary of the C&DProject series covering Chodegang with the update as of 2025. Thank you so much, Ravers, for allowing me to cover in on this subject. Let me know if any of you Ravers have been to their sets, even though they were around for less than a year. And also, if any of you Ravers have snagged a few of their songs before their accounts were completely wiped. And when I say there was a SoundCloud with Chodegang, which was Chodegang69. Unfortunately, all those social medias were wiped, and it is going to be very difficult to find them. Once more, thank you all Ravers for tuning in to this documentary. Stick around for the reprised edition of Never Say Die record label. Will be up in due time before the end of August 2025. Lastly, keep listening, stay safe, and rave on.